Are you looking for the best robot vacuums? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best vacuums on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. iLife V3S Pro Robot Vacuum Cleaner. The iLife V3S Pro is great at sucking up dog hair, even under the bed where it's hard to reach with a traditional vacuum. We tested it in an apartment with both hardwood and carpet that's home to a heavy shedding dog and plenty of foster pets. After thoroughly reading the manual, its simple setup took only 4 minutes. The unit did a stellar job of vacuuming bare floors, particularly excelling at picking up longer hairs, although it struggled to clean some cereal that was stuck in a corner. Still, it transitioned seamlessly from hardwood to carpet, hesitating only slightly over the floor divider before eventually crossing over. We also appreciated its quiet operation, running at around 64 decibels. Cleaning the vacuum was just as straightforward as the setup, consisting of dumping the debris box. The robot impressively maneuvered around the house and was able to find its way without issues. It might not have as many high-tech features as some of the other models on our list, but that's understandable given its lower price. The vacuum still has a clever design that managed to clean some debris that was halfway under a rug, even returning to pick up some dirt it had left behind. Not much monitoring is needed either, especially if you don't have too many obstacles, but you do have to make sure no cables are dangling because it will likely suck them up. Unlike some other robot vacs, this model doesn't have an app. This can be either a good thing or a bad thing depending on your needs. For those seeking a straightforward, affordable, and effective unit that you just charge and turn on, this is the perfect option. Those who want something more high-tech with extra features might want to opt for a smart unit instead. For example, the vacuum cleans rather randomly, which became frustrating for those of us who prefer to control our route. This model does, however, come with a remote control which we found super convenient. In all, this simple yet efficient machine comes at an affordable price and will leave floors looking shiny and mopped, even though it doesn't have a mopping feature after each clean. What's more, it maintained its impressive performance after 6 months of use, becoming a household staple. At number 2. Neato D9 Intelligent Robot Vacuum. The smart Neato D9 easily pairs with its app via Bluetooth and quickly connects to the Wi-Fi, allowing you to control it from the app at any time. The app was one of the most intuitive we've come across. When you're ready to run the vacuum, simply press the play button. You can even schedule it to run when you're away from home and monitor its progress from your phone. Once on, it takes a few seconds to check its surroundings, and then away it goes. It saves a map of your space each time it cleans, and you can set no-go zones to keep it away from certain areas. You do need to pick up loose objects or dangling cords before use, but other than that, it works its way around the house and dodges obstacles like a champ. We tested this vacuum in an 850 square foot apartment that is almost entirely carpeted and home to 2 cats. The owner, who typically struggles with seasonal allergies, reported an improvement in symptoms after using this powerful little unit. The vac's strong and wide brush roll did an excellent job at picking up dust, hair, and even some embedded cat litter from the carpet. It's slim enough to get under furniture and even goes over rugs and bath mats without getting stuck. Despite running daily, we were surprised to see just how much cat hair, dust, and debris it picked up from the floors every time. The chamber is also very easy to empty after each use, although it's not self-emptying, so when you empty it some of the dust and debris may waft back into the air. Once the machine is done, it returns to its docking station. At first, however, the vacuum struggled to find its docking station and we'd have to manually return it. It also got stuck a few times in small spaces, requiring manual repositioning. The machine seemed to become smarter and more adept at cleaning the space after 6 months of use, better knowing its surroundings and returning to its charging station without help. Plus, after learning where it got stuck, we made sure to keep its path clean. After 50 minutes of vacuuming the entire apartment, it still had about 75% of battery life remaining, meaning it's suitable for much larger apartments, too. At number 3. Shark Robot Vacuum Plus Mop. While it may seem like carpets get dirtier more quickly than hardwood floors do, smooth surfaces are magnets for dust. The Shark AI Ultra picks up almost anything from hard floors just as well as it does on carpets, although you may have to go over the corners and edges after it's done for an extra thorough clean. We tested it in a house with 2 cats and kids, and it proved very effective at picking up cat hair from both area rugs and hardwood floors without getting stuck anywhere, apart from on a large wrinkle in the rug. With a straightforward setup and Wi-Fi connectivity, this machine impressed us with the way it sucked up everything within reach and how well it transitioned between different floor types. We did, however, have to make sure the floor was clear of obstacles because it didn't seem to avoid objects like socks or USB cords. On the plus side, not only does this machine vacuum, but it also mops the floors. The mop function adequately detected sticky areas before cleaning them and effectively sucked up spills, leaving no residue behind. The floor was only left a little sticky when we spilled a ton of syrup on it, but we can cut the machine some slack in this instance. Whenever we used this robot vacuum, the floor looked shiny and new. We especially appreciate the easy-to-empty bin, which effortlessly clicks back into place. The vacuum also alerts you when the battery level is low or if a brush needs to be changed. The app allows the vacuum to map out your entire living area, giving you the chance to create schedules and add off-limit zones. Just keep in mind that while the machine operates a bit noisily, it's still much quieter than most upright vacuums. At number 4. Ecovacs D-Bot T9 Plus Robot Vacuum and Mop. The Ecovacs T9 Plus allows you to clean your floors every day without ever lifting a finger, even when you're not at home. After each cleaning session, this machine empties itself, providing a truly hands-free experience. While it's more expensive than other units, we found that it's well worth the investment thanks to its clever sensors, quiet operation, and strong suction. We tested this vac in a home with hardwood, tile floors, and a fluffy, shedding dog. It worked equally well when picking up pet hair, dust, and dirt that was inadvertently brought in from outside. Setup took only around 6 minutes. The instructions say that the air freshener is pre-installed, but we had to install this ourselves, and syncing the robot to the app was similarly simple. After pairing the vacuum, you must conduct the initial smart cleaning for the machine to map the interior of the house, a process that took the unit 2 hours. Following each clean, the dust bag was full of everything, including pet hair, dust, crumbs, hair ties, bobby pins, and even some screws and cut-up zip ties from a recent renovation. The device did a fantastic job of keeping the house hair-free, and we even noticed less pet hair on our socks. After 6 months of use, it perfectly retained its battery life. The app allows you to conveniently set up specific cleaning periods, i.e., every day, once a week, during the work week, on weekends, etc. Its TrueDetect 3D technology enabled the vac to sense and avoid objects and furniture without bumping into them in our testing, successfully rerouting when the dog was in its direct path. One of the most impressive things about this unit, however, is how quiet it is, so quiet that we could hardly hear it when it was in another room, and even the dog remained unfazed when the vac approached. It mopped well, too, and we found the disposable mopping pads to be a nice addition. Although they might not be as eco-friendly as reusables, they sure are quick and convenient. At number 5. Ecovacs D-Bot N8 Pro Plus. Once you've tried out a robot vacuum and mop combo, there's pretty much no going back. If it can sweep and mop simultaneously like the Ecovacs D-Bot N8 Pro Plus, it's game over. After we set up this robot, it promptly scanned the perimeter of the room before working methodically around furniture. There's a quick start guide which was easy to follow, but if you want the full manual, you have to find it online. We tested it in a home with 2 cats and a dog, and it quickly and efficiently removed all pet hair, debris, and kitty litter from every inch of the floor. The vac effortlessly transitioned from the hardwood to the rug and cleaned it with ease, leaving no visible mess behind. It swiftly moved around chairs and under the couch, though it did drag some cords with it along the way. This was an easy fix, however, as the device's front sensor allows it to detect objects in its way to avoid getting stuck. It also returns to its docking station once cleaning is complete and empties any dust/dirt into a built-in vacuum bag. At around 68 decibels, the vacuum is quiet during operation, although it's much louder when it's self-emptying. Thankfully this doesn't last long. After 6 months of use, we noticed no significant quality changes. The mop feature proved to be just as effective, cleaning most of the wet messes with very little residue left on the floor. After testing it on syrup, the brushes did stay sticky and had to be manually cleaned. When in mopping mode, the vacuum will only release water when on a hard surface, preventing your carpets from accidentally getting soaked. Just note that you can only add water to the water compartment for mopping, as adding a floor detergent could clog up the tubing, though the ability to add a nice-smelling floor cleaner would have been nice. We also love that you can set it to work when you're away so you come home to a clean house every day.